To be or not to be? That is the question.
Now, does this guy look familiar?
Mr. Shakespeare.
Indeed it is.
He's a pretty big deal, and 400 years ago, he single-handedly changed the world of theater in the English language.
Well, I was born on or about the 23rd of April in the year 1564 in a little country town called Stratford-upon-Avon. I became at first an actor, subsequently began writing plays.
In all, Shakespeare wrote at least 38 plays and more than 150 sonnets still performed around the world and studied in English class.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
One of Shakespeare's more popular productions. It has a common theme. Boy meets girl. Girl is definitely not allowed to date boy. And then, you guessed it, drama.
What did you think of Romeo and Juliet?
I thought it was very powerful. I enjoyed it a lot.
You do see a lot of conflicts with teens today, so it is still relevant, and I mean, that's amazing 400 years later.
Many of Shakespeare's common themes, like love, vengeance, and betrayal, weave its way into common narratives today, which is why many say he is the definition of timeless. Chai San works as a host and tour guide at the Museum of London. She believes Shakespeare's unique use of the English language is one of his greatest contributions.
Your mum jokes, toilet jokes. So anyone who thinks that Shakespeare is like incredibly highbrow, he's absolutely not.
Now, something that really differentiates Shakespeare from today is his style of writing. He writes in iambic pentameter, which combines poetry with a specific rhythm.
The way we say it in England is di-dum, 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 di-dum. Those are 5 stressed beats, yeah? Unstressed, stressed. Di-dum, 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 di-dum. But soft what light through yonder window breaks. It is the east and Juliet is the sun. I'm being interviewed for Channel 1. You see, Shakespeare wrote better than I did.
At first, it's hard to understand, but after breaking it down, it starts to resemble our modern English today. Like to be or not to be, in the context of Hamlet, really means to live or not to live. And without even knowing it, you probably quote this guy every day. Common phrases like catch a cold or wear your heart on your sleeve. Experts say he even created new words and made new phrases popular.
Shakespeare was at a cutting edge. He was inventing new words. He was a wordsmith.
This unique style of writing can be pegged to the historical period when Shakespeare lived, the Elizabethan era, when plays were performed at the Globe Theatre. Even Queen Elizabeth herself was a fan.
They named it the Globe because it was a period of history where there was a great deal of exploration. Queen Elizabeth is sending out her explorers, so it really tapped into this huge fascination with the world at large.
The original no longer exists. It burned down in 1613. A replica was created in 1993 to give theater lovers the timeless experience of seeing a Shakespeare play. Now, the Globe Theatre has a very unique design. It has no roof, so the audience is exposed to all the elements, but the plays go on rain or shine.
If you play in a modern indoor theatre with a lot of light, it's very difficult for the actor to see the audience. But Shakespeare was writing for a theatre where the actor could interact with the audience, have conversations with the audience.
400 years later, and Shakespeare's creative language and dramatic themes continue to influence many generations today, both young and old.
These plays, though they might feel like they're in a different language, are very much for the people watching them. They're telling stories about you, about me, about people falling in love, about people overcoming hardship. They're universal stories that still exist for us today.
Arielle Hixson, Channel 1 News.